Without further ado, let's dive into this one. Hello everybody, it's the Gringo Scott. Today we are reviewing the Plus One, a 2019 movie. This is day 24 of my 30-day video day challenge. If you guys want to see the other videos in this playlist, check them out at the end of this video. I'll be putting the list there. But this is my wife's pick. It is a rom-com, kind of a rom-com. It's a pretty unique one, and I think that we should check it out. This movie, Plus One, 2019. Let's see what it's about. This movie. What's the general summary of this movie? Well, this movie stars Maya Erskine, Jack Quaid, Beck Bennett, Rosalind Chow, Perry Reeves, and Ed Begley Jr. The film follows two longtime friends who agree to be each other's plus one at every wedding they invite to. Apparently, these two people have many abnormal amount of friends, and they're all getting married this year, this certain year. A story about two people played by Maya Erskine and Jack Quaid, son of Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan, by the way, which you can definitely see the Meg Ryan in him, who are single. Alice recently gets her heart broken, is forever single. They agree, well, I think Ben's afraid to get hurt, so he never gets in relationships. But anyways, Alice and Ben decide that, hey, let's go to all the weddings together. We can be each other's plus one. And it's just kind of the evolution of doing this, meeting for these weddings all the time, and see how it evolves. And that's the general summary of the story. Deeper meaning in this one, that's a very good question. This one, I would say, is don't judge someone's outsides by your insides. I see this in this movie. That's what happens. It's like you see these perfect couples, perfect relationships. You see them. You don't see them go home and have their arguments, and maybe the husband's crawling on the ground begging the wife won't let go of her leg, and she has to call the cops because he hits her or whatever, all this horrible stuff. They get it together in public because they don't want to put on a bad image. You see someone and you're judging how good they are. First of all, you should only judge yourself against yourself. Your past self with your present self. You really shouldn't judge others and compare yourself to others. You're just never going to be happy. You're always going to find someone who's better than you. And it's also not even them. You're not seeing them normal life thing. You're not seeing them at home and all their issues that they're having. You're just comparing them to how they are in public. One thing I always think is funny, when I studied Spanish back in the day, I would go to these Spanish classes and I was super into my Spanish classes. I really wanted to learn. Really bad. And so there would be these people sometimes, especially in the early classes, where you get these people, it's like they all of a sudden pick up Spanish really easy, and it seems like, God, they're so smart. Well, how are they able to do it? It's not fair, blah blah. Reality is, when you go and talk to them, you find out, oh, maybe a couple things happened. They studied all the time, so they're super into it. Another thing is they spoke it as a child and then quit speaking it, so they're picking it up again pretty easy. So there's all these things that affect someone to be able to learn a language. Just like there's all these things that affect people to be able to be good at chess or poker or whatever it is. You don't know their background, so you can't judge yourself like they're like you. That's judging your outsides with their insides. So that's the deeper meaning I learned in this one, guys. So maybe it's a bit nitpicky, but how are they affording all these vacations, go to all these weddings, take this time off to go to all these weddings, all this stuff? They always do that. They always have tons of money. Money's not an issue. They go do these things. And so they're affording this all the time. Even one wedding where they go to an island. It's like, what? Are you kidding me? Where are you guys getting this money? They also don't explain how they even know all these people, and that's kind of weird too to me. It's like, well, how do you know so many people who happen to be getting married? I feel like that was just kind of like a way to establish a plot, or the scene. They're people that keep getting together for weddings, so whatever. Who cares how they know all these people? Just accept it. Now see the relationship evolve around that theme of meeting each other all the time. One other thing I thought was pretty ridiculous on the island wedding is ridiculous because it was supposed to be an island, like a tropical island. It was very obvious it was California, the California coast. It was definitely not Hawaii. And that's fine, I get it. I'm not expecting you to pay out to go out to like Hawaii, for example. But if you're gonna do that, you can't have them walking around like the California coast there where it's really obvious it's California. It ain't Hawaii. But guys, there was good in this too. I enjoy the two main characters. I like Jack Quaid's work in The Boys. I do enjoy him a lot. I think he's pretty cool. I also believe that Maya Erskine was the personality that carried the two characters the most. She's definitely the stronger character, and I find Jack Quaid's character, or Jack Quaid in general, he's kind of a passive Qu'est-ce que c'est? Weakling, kind of a wimp kind of guy, kind of. And so he does well with the stronger personality. It's kind of like that classic, like, strong personality follower kind of thing, a little bit of that dance. And she's definitely got the stronger personality. She's definitely funny. She's definitely got a big personality, and he matches really well with anyone with a big personality. It's the same as in the show The Boys. It's the same way. He does really good on those roles. The other good thing, the dialogue and the arguments were written really well. It's really seemed like real arguments that couples and people in relationship have. It's like really, like, I was like, dang man, whoever wrote this must have been having arguments with their loved ones and writing it into this, the kind of write what you know kind of thing. So I was really impressed with that. I was like, dang dude, this is some realistic arguments and stuff. So overall, this movie was really well done. I really enjoyed it. It's not your common rom-com. I feel like rom-coms have gotten a little stale and very formulaic, and they're really hard lately. I notice they're trying to move away from the stereotypical rom-com formula. This is definitely one of them. If you're into rom-coms, I recommend +1 for sure. Before I give you my rating on a scale of 1 to 10 though, please remember to like, subscribe, and leave comments. But I give +1 out of a scale of 1 to 10 an 8.5. 8.5.
Yeah, boy.